Wisdom cries aloud in the street. In the markets, she raises her voice. At the head of the noisy streets, she cries out. At the entrance of the city gates, she speaks. How long, O simple ones, will you love being simple? How long will scoffers delight in their scoffing and fools hate knowledge? Proverbs tells us that wisdom doesn't hide in secret. She's out in the open, begging us to drop the old patterns before the storm hits. Because every single day you are being hit with static. It's the noise of social media, the opinions of people who don't know your heart, and the broken glasses the world wants you to wear. Ignoring the truth carries a heavy tax, but choosing it changes everything. I'm Mario Griffin, and this is the Creators Foundry. Today we're stepping out of the loop, clearing the fog, and building the framework for true freedom. I know what it's like to live in the static. I grew up with a terrible perception of myself. My environment taught me to believe that I was incapable of achieving anything that didn't involve running, jumping, or rapping. In my home, words were consistently spoken that planted seeds of doubt, and society provided plenty of water and sunshine for those seeds to grow. By the time I reached my teens, I had so little understanding of my own capabilities that I had no drive for anything other than self-destruction. That self-destruction led to more than 20 years of my life being lived in prison. I was serving 16 years for attempted murder when I experienced the heartbreak that changed my life forever. The death of my sister. If I was Spider-Man, that was my canon event. Before that, I was just existing in life without a care for anyone or anything. I remember sitting with my girlfriend when I was 22 or 23 years old, right after I came home. I told her I loved her, and she asked me a question that should have been my wake-up call. She said, "How can you love me when you don't even love yourself?" That should have been my wake-up call, but it wasn't. My real wake-up call, the Narcan I desperately needed, didn't come until my sister passed. That tragedy led to a series of conversations with strangers who didn't even know me. Yet, they said words that healed me. They helped me view myself differently, which allowed me to think differently and gave me the confidence to behave differently. I wanted to know how to never go back to my old mindset. So, I finally took the violence prevention class I had been avoiding for years. I excelled so much that I was hired as a peer assistant to help the facilitators teach the prison population the exact same information. 3,800 hours later, I had helped those close to 500 men labeled by society as killers, drug dealers, rapists, thieves, burglars, and pedophiles. I helped them understand not only the impact of their crimes, but what led them to thinking it was okay to commit them in the first place. Through that, I realized the road God designed for me. I'm not avoiding it anymore, and I'm no longer running from the responsibility. I acquired the tools to eradicate the garbage thoughts that ruled my young mind. I watched men society entirely wrote off intentionally change their lives, even men who were serving life sentences. Now, I want to share those exact same tools with you. Tap yourself on the chest and say, "Me?" Yes, you. Whether you're a reentrant to society, a teen trying to find your place, a parent trying to understand your teen, or a professional wondering why you can't reach the next level, I have the blueprint you need. If you haven't noticed by now, this is not a quick short to give you a temporary hit of dopamine before you swipe to the next distraction. If you are a teenager watching this, or if you are a parent who has handed this to their son or daughter, I want you to sit back, close the other tabs on your browser, turn off your notifications, and lock in. Because over the next, let's say 40, 45, maybe 50 minutes, we're going to reconstruct how you view your entire reality. As I said earlier, my name is Mario Griffin. Today we are diving deep into my book, The Superpower Lens, a guide for teens. But before we read a single line or break down the single diagram, let's establish our baseline rules. On screen right now, you see the official disclaimer for this masterclass. This program is for educational purposes. The results are dependent entirely on your individual effort. I'm giving you the blueprint, but you have to pick up the tools. If you look through a broken lens, you build a broken life. If you look through a superpower lens, you build a dominion. Let's begin with chapter 1. Let's look at the world around us. Chapter 1 is titled The Static and the Lens. The reality is simple. The world is blurry. Every single day you wake up, you are immediately bombarded by what I call static. Static is the endless, relentless noise of social media feeds. It's the algorithms designed to keep you angry, envious, or insecure. It's the unsolicited opinions of people at school, online, or even in your social circles who don't know your heart, don't know your potential, and frankly, have no business defining your future. But worst of all, static is that quiet, repetitive voice inside your own head telling you that you aren't enough, that you're too young, or that you don't have what it takes. Most people live their entire lives trapped in this fog. They wake up in the morning, grab their phone, and immediately let the static dictate their mood, their self-worth, and their choices. They spend their days reacting to the noise instead of designing their life. But an architect does things differently. An architect doesn't look at a pile of scattered, raw bricks and just see a mess. They look through the chaos and see the completed, magnificent building. This masterclass and this book are your lens. It is a mental filter that allows you to cleanly separate the noise from reality, filter out the static, and isolate the immense superpower that is already resting inside you. We are not just talking theory today. We are executing. This brings us to mission 1, the static scan. For the next 24 hours, you are going to act as a detective of static. Your goal is to identify exactly one primary source, whether it is a specific person, a particular app on your phone, or a recurring negative thought pattern that is actively blurring your vision. So, take out a piece of paper or open a blank document and write down 1, the static. Identify the exact source. 2, the impact. How does it honestly feel when you engage with it? Excuse me. And 3, the decision. Will you mute it, ignore it, or completely delete it? Right now, I want you to literally pause this video. Take 60 seconds. Do not skip this step. Excuse me. Write down your static analyze its impact, and make a firm executive decision on how to eliminate it. Pause the video now. Okay, welcome back. Now that we're learning to clear out the static, we can look at what's actually powering our system. Chapter 2 is the power source scan. I want you to hear me clearly on this. You are a creator. You are absolutely not born to just fit in, blend into the background, or live a carbon copy version of someone else's life. When you were brought into this world, you arrived with the highly specific, pre-installed internal software. In standard society, people call this talent or a gift. Inside the Creator's Foundry, we call it your power source. It is that innate, hardwired advantage that makes certain skills or tasks feel completely natural to you. Let's look at mission 2, the strength audit. I want you to sit down and list 3 things that come easily to you, but look incredibly difficult, draining, or complex to others. This doesn't have to be rocket science. It could be how easily you organize things, your ability to listen and understand people, how quickly you master code, design graphics, or solve complex spatial problems. Once you have listed those 3 things, write down your realization. If you dedicated yourself to doing this one specific thing for 8 hours a day, every single day, who would you become in 5 to 10 years? Think about the sheer scale of that. Most people spend their lives forcing themselves to do jobs that drain their power source. When you build on top of your natural power source, you become unstoppable. Pause this video right now. Write down your 3 strengths and define the reality of who you will become if you maximize them. Do it now. Okay, let's move into chapter 3, exit strategies. Life is guaranteed to throw obstacles at you. Things will break, plans will fall through, and you will experience hardship. That's a given. But there is a massive behavioral difference between average individuals and life architects. When things go wrong, most people make a catastrophic mistake. They set up camp. They literally pitch a tent right in the middle of the fire, sit down in the ashes, and spend weeks, months, or even years complaining about how hot the fire is. They talk about the problem constantly, blame other people for starting the fire, and let their minds burn in frustration. An architect does not set up camp in the fire. The very moment an architect feels the heat, they immediately look past the flames to design an exit strategy. They focus 1% of their energy on acknowledging the problem and 99% of their energy on engineering the escape route. This brings us directly to mission 3, the pivot. Think about a current problem, roadblock, or what we call a glitch in your life right now. It could be an academic issue, a broken relationship, a financial constraint, or a bad habit. Write it down cleanly. Number 1, the problem, the fire. State the challenge objectively without emotion. Number 2, the pivot. Stop asking, why is this happening? Frame it instead as an architect. What is the absolute fastest, most effective way to the exit? Number 3, the exit. Write out the immediate tactical action required to move away from the problem. Stop wasting your valuable mental real estate playing the victim in your own life. Identify the fire, design the exit, and execute the pivot. Now pause this video for 60 seconds and write down your exit strategy right now. Chapter 4 hits at the core of human growth, the mentor scan. Here is a reality check that every young person needs to accept. You were absolutely not meant to build your life completely alone. No monument, no enterprise, and no great legacy was ever constructed by a single, isolated individual. Every world-class architect has an elite team, advisors, and master craftsmen around them. To step out of the fog, you must intentionally surround yourself with people who possess what I call a clean lens. These are individuals who look at you and clearly see who you are becoming, not who you were yesterday or the mistakes you made last year. To build this circle, we look at mission 4, the 30-second audit. Your mission is to reach out to one person in your life whom you genuinely respect. It could be a sports coach, a teacher, a community leader, or an experienced mentor. Look them in the eye or send them a direct message and ask them this exact question. From your perspective, what's one strength or superpower you see in me that I might be completely overlooking? Write down their answer explicitly. Then compare it back to your own power source scan from chapter 2. See if the external view matches your internal compass. Now, let's address a critical barrier. What happens if you look around your immediate physical environment, your school, or your neighborhood, and you feel like there is absolutely no one you can trust? What if you feel completely isolated? Be easy. Do not panic. We built a safety net directly into the blueprint called the future self-proxy. If you have no one around you with a clean lens, I want you to close your eyes and project your mind exactly 10 years into the future. Visualize the 26-year-old, the 22-year-old, the 28-year-old, the 30-year-old, the 50-year-old, the 40-year-old, however old you become in 10 years. Visualize that version of yourself, the version that has successfully built the dominion, conquered the obstacles, and stepped into complete authority. Ask that future version of yourself, what specific strength did you use to pull yourself out of the exact situation I am in today? Use your future self as your proxy mentor. Now pause this video, identify who you are going to audit, or engage your future self-proxy right now. Okay, let's elevate our perspective. Chapter 5 is Beyond the Horizon. Throughout your life, you're going to meet well meaning but small minded people who will constantly tell you to be realistic. They will tell you to lower your expectations, play it safe, look for standard options, and avoid aiming too high because you might fail. Let me tell you the truth about that world. Realistic is nothing more than a psychological defense mechanism used by people who are absolutely terrified to climb. They want you to stay in the ground because your ascent makes them uncomfortable with their own complacency. I'm going to say that again. Okay? Listen close. Realistic is nothing more than a psychological defense mechanism used by people who are absolutely terrified to climb. They want you to stay on the ground because your ascent makes them uncomfortable with their own complacency. The ceiling they try to place over your life is a complete lie. As an architect of your own destiny, you need to break through that artificial barrier and get some serious altitude. You have to train your eyes to look way past the immediate horizon. So, let's map this out using Mission 5, the Unlimited Blueprint. I want you to temporarily suspend your current limitations. Imagine a world where the word no does not exist. Failure is impossible, and money is completely taken off the table as an issue. Okay? Answer these 3 core pillars of your future layout. Number 1, the lifestyle. Describe in vivid detail exactly what your Tuesday morning looks like 10 years from now. Where are you waking up? What does the air smell like? What project are you working on? Number 2, the impact. Whose life is fundamentally better because you chose to activate your power source and build your vision? How did you serve your family or community? Number 3, the skill. What is one single definitive expert level skill that you must start forging today in order to make that 10-year blueprint a reality? If you don't paint your own future canvas, the world will paint it for you with gray standard strokes. So, take a moment, step completely past your limitations, and write down your unlimited blueprint. Pause the video and write it out now. We have talked about vision, altitude, and your long-term blueprint. But let's bring it back to Earth. Chapter 6 is the blueprint scan, and it addresses what I call the Monday morning problem. You can have $1 billion vision, an incredible power source, and massive dreams. But if your daily routine is sloppy, unstructured, and chaotic, your vision will die a quiet death in the mud. A world-class vision absolutely requires a high-level routine. You need a rock-solid standard operating procedure, an SOP, to systematically guard and protect your lens every single day. Let's build that structure right now with Mission 6, the 1% architecture. This is how you take control of your execution. Your daily operating system must contain these 3 structural pillars. Number 1, morning calibration, 15 minutes. Before your eyes look at a screen, before you open social media, before you let the static in, what exact action will you take to lock in your mind? Is it reading, journaling, breath work, or visualizing your blueprint? Number 2, power hour. Identify the exact time and physical location where you will sit down today to ruthlessly work on sharpening your expert level skill. Write down the time and the location. And number 3, the evening audit. Before your head hits the pillow, ask yourself the ultimate accountability question. Did I actually build today, or did I just exist? Success is not a lottery ticket. It is a daily compounding architectural process. Structure your day, protect your time, and execute the plan. Now pause this video, set your specific times and habits for the 1% architecture, and commit to it. Pause now. Let's look at a massive advantage you hold right now. Chapter 7 is titled The Adult Glitch. When you look around society, it is easy to assume that because someone is older, they have everything figured out. But if you look closely through your lens, you will see a startling truth. Most adults are still living their lives completely in standard mode. They are operating with an incredibly outdated, heavily glitched system. They have been walking around wearing deeply cracked, broken glasses for 20, 30, or 40 years, reacting blindly to static, stuck in unfulfilling routines, and completely disconnected from the original power source. Here is your ultimate cheat code. If you implement, internalize, and execute this superpower lens right now in your youth, you aren't just giving yourself a slight edge over your classmates or peers. You are instantly jumping decades ahead of the rest of the world. You are securing a multi-decade head start on life because you are learning to see clearly before your habits become rigid. Let's test this observation using Mission 7, the maturity scan. Your objective this week is to become a silent observer of human behavior. Watch an adult in your environment. It could be a stranger, someone on the news, or an acquaintance who is clearly losing control and reacting directly to static. Analyze the situation objectively and document. Number 1, the trap. What specific standard lens trap are they currently caught in? Is it blame? Is it panic? Is it gossiping? Is it anger? Or defeatism? Number 2, the architect's solution. How would you instantly solve or navigate their problem using your new, clean Superpower Lens. By recognizing the glitches in others, you ensure that you never allow those same bugs to infect your own internal operating software. Pause this video, prepare your mind for the maturity scan, and let's move forward. Now, we arrive at the absolute intellectual core of this entire masterclass. This is Chapter 8, The Mind Machine. If you understand what I am about to explain on your screen right now, you will possess the master key to human transformation. Look carefully at this diagram. This is the paradigm architect's stick person, a foundational framework originally pioneered by legendary teacher Bob Proctor, who we have enhanced inside the Creator's Foundry to construct your cognitive architecture. Let's break down how your internal mind actually operates. Your mind is divided structurally into two distinct layers. First, you have the large top section, your conscious mind. This is your thinking mind, your analytical mind, the place where you make logical choices. It is the part of you that watches this video, dreams about success, and processes the raw information entering through your 5 physical senses: your sight, your smell, your taste, your touch, and your hearing. That's all controlled by your conscious mind. But here is the critical glitch that keeps people stuck. Your conscious mind does not control your day-to-day behavior. You see, directly underneath your conscious thoughts sits the powerhouse, your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your emotional mind, and it houses your paradigm. Your paradigm is the dense collection of deeply ingrained habits, beliefs, and internal software that runs your physical body automatically. Your subconscious mind doesn't think. It simply accepts what is fed into it and speaks entirely in the language of feelings and vibration. Your subconscious paradigm dictates your body's vibrational state, which completely drives your physical actions, which ultimately dictates your life's results. Look at the left side of the screen. This is the glitched view. The average person lets raw, messy, external environment signals hit their physical senses. They see a bad grade, they hear an insult, or they look at a lack of money. They think negative thoughts consciously, which drives their subconscious into a low, anxious, fearful vibration. Their body then takes desperate, protective, or lazy actions, and their results simply repeat their past over and over again. They are trapped in an endless, reactive loop, controlled completely from the outside in. Now, look at the right side of the screen. This is the architect's view. When you equip the Superpower Lens, you bypass external circumstances. You maintain a sharp, unwavering superpower focus on your blueprint. You intentionally plant thoughts of wealth, capability, and growth into your conscious mind, choosing your reality regardless of what your current senses tell you. This creates a brand new, completely limitless paradigm in your subconscious mind, shifting your physical body into a high, highly focused vibration. That vibration drives powerful, intentional, strategic actions, and those actions inevitably produce exceptional, brand new results. The lens empowers you to build your life completely from the inside out. Let's do an immediate diagnostic check right now with Mission 8, the vibration check. Because the subconscious mind speaks entirely in the language of feelings, you must audit your current vibrational state right now. Answer these 3 operational tracking questions. Number 1, the action. What are you doing with your body right this exact second? Slouching, listening intently, taking notes? Number 2, the feeling. Is your physical body currently residing in a high vibration, inspired, focused, energized, or a low vibration, bored, anxious, or tired? Number 3, the source. What specific conscious thought or external piece of static originally triggered this feeling? Was it something I said? If you want to permanently rewrite your results, you must stop trying to change your actions on the outside and start changing the software running your subconscious mind. Pause this video, study the stick person diagram, complete your vibration check, and lock this concept into your memory. Pause now. Welcome back. Let's move into Chapter 9, The Broken Glasses Trap. As we progress through this masterclass, many of you are feeling an internal shift. You're starting to see what is truly possible. But I need to warn you about a massive psychological pitfall. A lot of people try to take this powerful new superpower lens and simply slide it directly on top of their old, cracked, broken glasses. When you do that, your vision doesn't get better. It actually becomes even more distorted, blurry, and confusing. You cannot overlay truth on top of old lies. You have to take the old broken frames completely off your face and throw them away for good. You have to deliberately forget and discard the limitations, the labels, and the false narratives that people have placed on you your whole life. Your youth is your absolute greatest structural gift, because right now, at your age, your mental frames are not yet permanently fused to your face. Your paradigm is still flexible, malleable, and ready to be redesigned. They're not stuck yet. Look at the adults around you. Yeah, their lenses are stuck. Those broken, outdated, they're stuck, and they refuse to take them off. They refuse to take them off. That's not your situation. So, let's execute Mission 9, the lens discard. I want you to look squarely at the lies you have been told, or the negative beliefs you have accepted about yourself. Write them down explicitly, and then counter them immediately with absolute reality. The crack, the lie. I'm not smart enough to build a business. The reality, the truth, I have a unique power source and the ability to master any expert level skill through dedicated focus. The crack, the lie. My past mistakes define who I am. The reality, the truth. My past was a series of data points. My future is entirely designed by my current blueprint. The crack, the lie. I am too young to make a real impact. The reality, the truth. My youth gives me a multi-decade head start to build an extraordinary dominion. The final move. Once you have written down your 3 cracks and their corresponding realities, take a thick black marker and draw a massive defiant X directly over the entire page. Those are completely gone. Do not, I repeat, do not carry old garbage into a magnificent future. Shatter the broken glasses. Pause this video, list your cracks, draw your X, and discard those lies forever. Pause now. We are entering the final stages of this blueprint transformation. Chapter 10 is the architect's seal. Listen to me very carefully. You are no longer a project that needs to be fixed. You are no longer a passive observer waiting around for someone to give you a map, show you the way, or tell you what is acceptable. From this moment, right now, from this moment forward, you are an architect to be actively followed. You do not need to look left or right for validation. You do not need a single person's permission to step into your power source. Claim your authority and be absolutely great. When an architect finishes a master blueprint, they stamp it with their personal seal of authority. It is their signature, their declaration to the world that this structure will stand. It is time to sign your own name to your future with Mission 10, the Architect's Manifesto. Fill out this personal decree of authority over your life with absolute conviction. Number 1, I no longer look through the crack of insert the primary lie or limitation you permanently discarded today. Number 2, my primary focal point is insert your definitive expert level skill and your 10-year vision. Number 3, my daily calibration starts at time, AM or PM. Insert the exact time you will wake up to calibrate your mind before the world static can reach you. This is your internal law. Treat it with absolute respect. Commit to your manifesto. Seal your contract. And let's finalize the chain. Pause the video for 60 seconds. to lock in your seal. We have reached chapter 11, the 5-link chain. As I told you at the very beginning of this masterclass, I am on an unshakable mission to free 10 million minds across this generation. But let's be entirely practical. I cannot execute a mission of that magnitude completely alone. True impact doesn't stop with the individual. It spreads through multiplication. If this superpower lens has helped you clear out the fog, see your internal worth, and understand your mind machine today, then your final, ultimate mission as a true architect is to turn around and teach 5 people exactly what you learned here. Start with sharing this video. That's where it starts. It doesn't count as your 5. Let's be clear on that. It doesn't count as your 5. But if this video has given you any value, any at all, share it with someone, anyone, everyone. Just share it. Someone may get lucky enough and not even know that they need it, and it hits home. But only if it has value to you. But then again, we're 46 minutes in, and if you're still here, come on, you're clearly getting value. But I digress. Your final directive is to find 5 people in your circle, your friends, your siblings, your teammates, or your peers. Sit down with them. Take out a blank piece of paper and literally sketch out the stick person diagram for them. Explain the difference between the conscious and subconscious mind. Teach them what static is, how it ruins their potential, and show them how to clear it out. Build the chain. Free their minds just as yours was freed today. To assist you on this lifelong journey, let's quickly review the Architect's Glossary to ensure our vocabulary is perfectly synchronized. You have the architect, one who designs their life with absolute intention. You have static, the collective noise and endless distractions that blur your vision. You have paradigm, the internal software stored in the subconscious mind that controls your habits. You have the exit strategy, a highly tactical plan designed to quickly move out of a negative mindset or problem. Then you have the seal, your personal, unshakable mark of absolute authority over your own life. For access to more resources, tap or scan. You have completed the 50-minute masterclass. You now possess the foundational blueprints of the Superpower Lens. The broken glasses are off. Your manifesto is signed, and your mission is locked in. If you're ready to take this work even deeper, access advanced worksheets, join community cohorts, and connect directly with our network at the Creators Foundry, look at the screen right now, scan the QR code, or click the link in the description below to unlock immediate access to our extended digital resource library. You've done the work. Don't let the static back in the moment this video ends. Protect your lens, sharpen your power source, and go build your dominion. At the end of the day, there are only two paths. You can ignore the warning signs, stay stuck in the fire, and eat the fruit of your own choices. Or you can listen, execute, and live securely without fear of ruin. The wisdom is already out there, but you need the right lens to see it. Scan the QR code on the screen, or click the link below to get your copy of the Superpower Lens, a guide for teens, and gain access to the rest of our blueprints. Don't just exist, build your dominion. Tap the link, grab the book, and let's forge the shift. Thank you for your time, your focus, and your effort. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know which part of this was your favorite. Let me know where your static is. Let me know what you need help with. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know if this resonated with you at all, okay? If you found any value, don't forget to share. There's 5 people out there right now waiting for you. 5 waiting for you. Are you going to let them keep waiting? Stay blessed.